Biden and the other being Donald Trump. So the two-party system will prevail during these two cycles of elections. The independent party or other parties have failed to break through mainstream politics forever almost, but at least since 1999, rather later than turned into the race of 1999 when George Bush won in a contested election back in 2000s, and where few 2,000 voters had decided the elections back then from the state of Florida. So, aside from this history, this election will be important, and the two-party system will prevail during these upcoming elections. And unfortunately, as independents, we are encouraged to take sides, to vote for the Democratic Party or to the Republican Party. And for a lot of independents slash libertarian like myself, there are a lot of policies in the Republican Party that is consistent with the libertarian thinking, which is mainly limited government, elimination of taxes, elimination of the fiat currency or the Federal Reserve. And so a lot of these views are actually consistent with the Republican Party, at least a large factions of the Republican Party. However, the characters that the Republican Party has chosen, unfortunately, they do not represent the true spirit of human nature, meaning they just do not, they are defensive, they're permissive in their language, in their actions. They are, and I'm not talking about all the Republican Party, or at least the faces that we've seen in the media. And since Trump coming to power, a lot of the Republican Party basically became the party of Trump, centered around that persona instead of actual policies or actual thinking of issues. And so, even though I agree with many of the libertarian views within the Republican Party, I unfortunately, as an independent, and in the state of Florida, where I cannot participate in the primary elections because I am registered as an independent, so I can only vote in the November elections. And so, unfortunately, in November, I will have to vote Democratic because I refuse to vote for someone like Trump. He encourages bigotry, he encourages division, and I just will not be able to vote for someone like that. And so, regarding our local elections here, in my opinion, we do have an important upcoming elections here in South Florida. We will be electing our representative to Congress to represent us here in South Florida. And I believe the Democratic contender funding from outside sources. She supports the military industrial complex. She is a war candidate. She's a pro-war candidate. And she was responsible for the division that we have in the Democratic Party. And so I believe, in my opinion, Jen Perleman, she is much suited for that position. She would represent the people of South Florida and the true wishes of the people of South Florida. In the upcoming elections, you will have to be registered to vote by 20th of June, 23rd of July, to be able to participate in the primaries, which will take place on August 20th. And then we will go for the general elections in November. So if you are a registered Democrat or you are independent and would like to register to be able to participate in Jen Perleman's elections, you have to basically register by the 23rd of July to participate in the primaries of 20th of August. Thank you.